Hey, everybody. Can you hear me? I know some of you are still connecting. I see Loretta and Darlene, and I think Pat is connecting to the audio. So nobody else wants to show us show us their smiling face and good skin after using Reviva Labs?
Yeah, we want to see everybody.
Okay, there's more. Good. Just letting everybody's knocking on the door, letting everybody in. This is so fun. I should rename myself. So we'll start in about 4 minutes or so. Just letting you know. I'm going to unmute people because this is the fun part. We just guessed, oops, asked to unmute. Asked to unmute. Okay. If you want to unmute yourself, that would be great. This isn't like the webinar. If you join the webinar where it's just me talking and you know, we have to communicate through through messaging. This is a demo, so we're trying to recreate that at the table in the store sort of feeling. So we definitely would like to see you and talk to you and want you to feel the exchange as well. So please, let me see. I'm gonna ask, okay. But if you want to just chat, you know, send us a message, please do so in the little chat box, that's fine. So most of you know I'm Nancy Reimer, like it says in my little Hollywood Squares box, or Brady Bunch box. And this is, and to my left or right, depending on where her square is, that's Carrie Monte. She's with Reviva Labs out of New Jersey, where our headquarters is.
Hi, everyone.
Carrie, what do you do for Reviva Labs? Let's tell everybody.
Well, I'll do customer relations and vendor relations. Pretty much jump in wherever I'm needed.
That's what I was waiting for. Carrie is that person in the company. Does whatever we can. Okay. Okay, thanks, Carol. I got your message. Yep. Good to know. I've got my sleeping dog with his ball on the floor, and I'm really hoping that he doesn't decide to bark at anybody passing by in the house. So Chester's my ever companion. You might see him jump on the couch behind me because I'm that kind of owner.
I was wondering if he was there.
Oh yeah, he's always here. During the webinar earlier this week, he was right on my feet, and I was like, ooh, you gotta move a little. So, but it's nice to have him here. So we'll begin in just 1 minute, folks. I hope if you haven't already, grab your little packet of 4 samples that we sent you. Hopefully everybody got them. And we'll begin in just about a minute as I continue to admit people in. And Carrie, maybe you can take over that for me of letting people in once we begin. That would be great. And maybe just keep an eye on the chat box too. And jump in wherever you want. So, you know, people are just joining us. But again, I just want to reiterate, if you, I'm not sure, I think I have unmuted as many people as I can from my end. So if you, okay, somebody, I can't unmute right now. So oh, Pat, I want to hear from you. Okay, I'm trying my best to unmute people as it comes.
I'll try to keep on that too.
Yeah, thanks. Oh, I see. There's a, has to unmute. Do you see where I'm going? Unmute. Okay, Pat, I just unmuted you. Hopefully that works. Can you hear? Oops, sorry. Gotta let people in. Yikes. Okay.
can't hear you anymore. Uh-oh.
Okay, can you hear me now?
There you are.
Okay, yeah, I
Yes.
unmuted myself. Oh, technology. Okay. I'm asking to unmute everybody and then we'll get moving. Some people are still coming in. Carrie, you want to do that while I unmute?
Yep.
Thanks. I love how it's like a little doorbell. Ding dong.
Yeah, that's nice.
Huh. Sometimes it lets me, sometimes it doesn't. Imagine those poor children trying to learn on Zoom like this. Gosh. Oy. Oh, and some people are multitasking. Got it. Okay. Yeah. No worries. You can stay muted if you want. Who was that? Okay, Morgan. Okay. It's just that I really am trying. The part of the goal of this Zoom demo was to really be able to see you guys, to talk with you guys, just as if we were at a demo table in a store. So, so if you're comfortable letting us, share the screen and seeing you, we would love that. It was very successful last month when we could see everybody. It just adds to the exchange. So, okay, Carrie, do you want to? Oh, thank you. Yay. Yay. There, my people. Yay. It really does make a difference.
To do, so.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I know. Oh, hey, Carol. So glad you could all join us. And it really does make a difference to see you. One of the great things about, I think, the silver lining, it's not a great thing. The silver lining of this pandemic has been just this kind of like relaxing of the norms. It's like, okay, all right, you have to eat lunch while you're on this meeting. That's okay. You have to do this. It's all okay. We're just glad to see you and that you're participating with us. So,
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
This is Loretta.
Oh, hi, Loretta. I was like, didn't know where to look. Yes.
This is the first time I've done this, and I'm looking all over the screen to see what I have to push in order to get my picture to open up.
Okay, what kind of, depending on the instrument that you're using, laptop, iPad, phone, most times it's going to be in the lower left-hand screen of your screen.
Yeah.
You'll see a video, stop video. There's a mute button, then there's a stop video.
Yes.
Video. Okay, press on that. That's your access to your camera. Oh. Now, do you have something over your camera? Oh, there you go. Oh, you're like me. I keep my little Post-it note too.
Yeah.
There you are. Hello.
Well, let me straighten the screen up.
Yeah. There you go.
Hey, I've never done this before.
Oh, great. See? I was thinking about this morning at the beginning of all this craziness, back in March, I was thinking about work and what it's going to require. And I was like, what it's going to require? Creativity and courage. That's it. Creativity and courage to get through. Just try things we've never tried before. Courage to try something different than we normally get into it. And here we are, a Zoom demo. Voila. So, saw Darlene for a moment there. Oh, there you are. I love how it all moves around too. Okay. So again, do you all have your little samples? Do you get those? Okay. I'm going to go through them, one by one, but with the big products and with Carrie's help. And again, I'm Nancy Reimer. I'm the Director of Education and Training for Reviva Labs. We host these Zoom demos once a month, usually the last Wednesday in the month. And we've been having really a lot of fun with them because it's a way to still connect with our customers and also connect with our retailers, because at the end of this Zoom demo, we will be sending out to you via email or a snail mail. Carrie, I think it's snail mail, right?
I believe it.
It's email.
To double check. I think it's email, yeah.
Email. We're going to send another coupon to you to receive $5 off when you bring it into the store of your choice, a retailer near you that's participating and that carries Reviva products. So it's sort of like a win-win. You get to try it before you buy it, and then you get to, if you're comfortable and you are, you have a store available to you, that you can go into the store. So, just did something weird to my brains. Okay. Okay. So, let's begin. Okay, that's what happens when you take people off mute. You get a little disturbance once in a while, but if you can tell where that is, I can't. Okay, never mind. All right, so everybody can, if you can take out your high potency collagen serum. Okay, I obviously have the bottle. This is what it looks like. Carrie's showing you the box. You have it in a little container. Okay. So what I used this product actually this morning, as I do most mornings, because I like how quickly and easily it absorbs. The soluble collagen helps to lessen the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. But what I really like about this product is that it has a little bit of hyaluronic acid in it. And as you know, hyaluronic acid is found in multiple products at Reviva. We're a big supporter and believer in hyaluronic acid because it helps to bind moisture to the skin. So you don't need much of this. I'll take off the cap.
What is it called again? I'm sorry.
Sure. It's the high potency collagen serum.
Okay, I don't have that. I have hyaluronic acid serum. Is that the one?
Oh.
Yeah, it's a little different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't have that. I have the hyaluronic acid serum.
Okay, great. Everybody has hyaluronic acid serum, and Carrie and I are the only ones with the high potency collagen serum.
That's easy enough.
Hold on.
Like, what are you talking about? It's not in our package.
This is what the bottle looks like.
Here it is.
And there's the box.
Right. Oh, sorry about that. Okay. Well, it doesn't matter because I was going to talk about this one. You sort of can't talk about one without the other because so going back, hyaluronic acid serum is really great for binding moisture to the skin. It's an ingredient that carries almost 1,000 times its weight. So by using this, it helps to make any other moisturizer that you're using adhere better, last longer. I don't know about you, but I used to sometimes, without good moisturizer, my makeup would just disappear. My foundation would absorb into my skin because it had nothing to sit on. My skin was so
your daughters, aren't they?
hungry for moisture. So hyaluronic acid serum. You just need, I'm sorry, because I just opened this, obviously not expecting to be using this one. There we go. Can you see the drop? It's like, you don't need much. It's a gel serum. So usually what I do is put it on my 2 fingers, like that, like 1, 2, maybe 3 in the winter if I need a little bit more. Rub it together, and then I put it on. All over the face. Forehead too. And again, hyaluronic acid is going to bind moisture to the skin because it really, so much trouble starts with a moisture barrier not being strong enough. So it leads to inflammation, it can lead to acne. So you want to make sure you have the proper moisture in your skin. Now, are any of you oilier skin or trouble with oil? Because sometimes if you are, this is probably enough for you if you're super oily in your forehead, nose, cheek area. But most of us, normal to drier skins, just need that extra shot of moisture. And then you would put a moisturizer right on top. But you see how fast it dries down? It's really quickly absorbed. And it doesn't feel glommy or gloopy or anything. Those are professional words.
For those of you that just entered, we are reviewing the hyaluronic acid serum right now. And Nancy was just putting that on her skin and describing how well it's going to help keep your skin moisturized and help protect your skin.
Right.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, I was just going to ask. Yes, Melba.
Okay. how do we know if we're allergic to it, or how do we know if we're going to have a reaction to it? Should we just patch like a little bit in my skin? You know what I'm saying? I mean, how do we know it's right for us?
Right. Okay. With any new product or new ingredient that you haven't used before, it is good to patch test it, it's called. And actually,
Okay.
the spot to patch test is right here on the upper inside of your arm, because it's very sensitive skin, doesn't really see the light of day. So if you have, and the theory is if you have a reaction here, you'll have a reaction on your face.
Okay.
Besides, if you have a reaction, then you just keep that arm close to your body. Nobody sees
Okay.
So, but
Okay.
yes, good question. Yeah, hyaluronic acid, it's been used in the industry forever. I'd be surprised if anybody was allergic to it, but there's always that chance. So it's good to test.
And our formula has very minimal ingredients. You'll notice other brands' formulas have a lot of ingredients in their hyaluronic acid serum, and that's where I feel like you're opened up to having a more likely reaction.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point, Carrie. Yeah, and there's very few companies out there. I'm thinking in the natural set at a retailer that have, to your point, Carrie, just one serum that's just hyaluronic acid, which ours is pretty much all that's in there, other than some preservative ingredients. Any other questions on hyaluronic acid? Yes.
I
Yeah. Let
No,
me take.
Herm-
I'll take.
Yeah.
I can't see your name right now. Yeah, iPad. At 3.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I think that I was told once, and you can verify this or not, that when using hyaluronic acid serum or any hyaluronic acid, that we should dampen our face first, or dampen the skin first and then put it on. Is that true?
Oh, I do remember that. Yeah, that guidance, and yes, it would help, because the theory is, I believe, that if your skin is slightly damp, it's going to better absorb and adhere to that, moisture that's just sitting on the surface of the skin, and then it's going to continue working throughout the day. Yeah, and if you think that you put this on after you wash your skin before your moisturizer, yeah, leave it a little
Well, I like to use the rose water facial spray. I spritz and then I put it on.
Oh,
Works
good
beautiful.
idea. Good
Yeah.
idea. Yep. And then Melba, your question?
Because I use the 10% glycolic acid cream, and I love it. Love. Should I use both of them at the same time, since they're both acid serum? I mean, they're both acid.
Yeah, but they're different chemical of acid.
Okay.
It's a different type of acid. And yes,
Okay.
10% glycolic acid is a chemical exfoliant. It's considered an AHA. So what the results that you're getting, or the benefits that you're getting from using that cream, which will probably be a subject of another Zoom demo, but I love that too. I use it every night. Is a gentle exfoliation to bring out brighter, softer, smoother skin. So it's 10% is really getting in there and taking away the dead skin cells and leaving the fresher ones. What hyaluronic acid is doing for you is making sure you're not going to dry out during that process. So I would just make sure that the hyaluronic acid is really dried down before applying the 10% glycolic.
Yeah, because it's this one first, and then the 10% glycolic acid. Okay.
Absolutely. Maybe brush your teeth in between, whatever. Like give it time to really absorb into your skin, and it'll work.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right.
For that question.
Thank you.
Sure. Okay. Any other questions on hyaluronic acid? Okay. All righty.
Question, actually. I'm curious about how it works with like facial oils. So I don't use moisturizers. I use either just almond oil or jojoba oil or some sort of oil before I go to bed. Would the acid interfere with that? And when would I use that in conjunction with those oils?
Those oils are the same way. Again, I would probably let it dry down, though I say that, but it's partly a carrier. It may help the oils really absorb into the skin better. That's what it's designed to do. And, I wish there was another term for hyaluronic acid because it should be moisture booster, you know, is the name of it.
Oh,
You know, not acid, because I think it throws you off on what it actually is doing. But as a moisture booster, yes, you can use the two together. I think it'd be great.
Oh.
Those are great oils that you're using too. Very hydrating. Any other questions before we move to my next favorite? Okay. Okay. So in the order of, you know, application, the next one we'll look at is the Multi-Peptide Complex, the nasolabial Multi-Peptide Complex.
yes.
You do have this, right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Sorry about that. Phew. This, boy, oh boy. You know, I always say that if this were sold at, I don't know, a high-end department store or a standalone, you know, beauty supply store, this would be double in its price. This is chock filled with peptides, like classically used high-end peptides that really go to work on premature lines and wrinkles, particularly those, the nasolabial fold is right here. It's right here from the corner of your nose to the corner of your mouth. This is where sagging starts first. Look at that. Not afraid to do that. Here we go. Because these are the muscles that are used constantly as we smile, we chew, we express ourselves, these and around your eyes, right? So this is what is worn out first. So collectively, all these ingredients, which I'll get to in a second and give you a little bit more information about the peptides and the other anti-aging ingredients, but they make your skin look firmer. They support the collagen synthesis in your skin, which is all about the strength of your skin, and helps to restore plumpness. This was, I think, Carrie, you have been with the company a long time. I think this was the last product that Steven Strassler, who was our founder, worked on before he passed away. This was his pride and joy, wasn't it? You're muted, Carrie.
Oh.
It's the
Thank
phrase
you.
of the 2020, right?
I
Yes.
was saying when I started here, I was doing consumer calls, and anyone I would talk to had been using this for such a long time, and it was their favorite go-to product. And still to this day, everyone calls looking for it.
Our president,
Yeah.
I think, uses it too. What I like about this, oh, I totally lost my train of thought.
And people swear by it too. Like
does
if you
actually-
happen
oh,
to
I
be
know
out
that.
of stock, they panic, and I feel terrible.
I had, when I first started with the company 2 years ago, I had gotten all these products and I sent this to my older sister. And she was the one that said, what is in that product? You can really see the difference. And I'm like, what? I was trying everything little by little and I hadn't gotten to this one yet. And I was like, hokey smoke, I'm in. So yeah, this one, we do hear a lot about this product. Okay, so let's talk about what makes it work. Specifically, the four ingredients that really are doing the heavy lifting here is an ingredient called Snake. And this is shown to help reduce and relax the muscle contractions of those, right exactly where you're making those facial expressions. Hey, Carrie, is that
You're
you?
welcome.
Yeah, somebody's background noise. Yeah.
Yeah, because she's in the office. Thank you.
Uh,
No, that's better. That's better.
I forgot to remute myself. Okay. Sorry.
No, it's fine. So anyway, Snake is used. We have 4% of that, and it relaxes right exactly where the muscle contractions are, and inhibits lines from forming. So over time, if you continue using this, you will see improvement in that area. The other one that's really good is Matrixyl. That's a grouping of 3 different peptides. It's actually, Matrixyl is actually the trade name. The formal name is palmitoid pentapeptide 3, meaning 3 peptides all strung together. Peptides actually were formulated to mimic and to work within the skin in the communication in the skin. It's one of those inventions over the last 20 years that through studying how skin functions, scientists have been able to recreate and synthetically create the amino acids, which is what peptides are, that help support the protein in your skin, which is the building block of collagen and elastin. Hope that wasn't too scientific there. But what it does is that's how it helps to support collagen production in your skin. And actually this product, Matrixyl, just a little historical note on this, this was actually being used and investigated for its wound healing abilities. So it was out of that research, how does it best heal wounds, that then we realized that there was an application for skincare that could be used. Another ingredient that works beautifully is I always say this wrong, adipofillin. Okay. Whew. Part of the job of you got to learn all these words. Adipofillin. This specifically helps the appearance of the slackened skin or thinning skin. So this is the one that adds the plumpness to the skin. So it's, fillin, is the last part of this word. That's what it does. It restores lost volume to the skin. And the last one is progeroline. This is an ingredient that was developed and helps aging skin in a lot of different ways, mostly improving the collagen synthesis again, reduces the signs of aging, the sagging, wrinkling, improves firmness, elasticity, and jawline contouring. That's good. So, and then you've got moisture, really great moisturizing ingredients in here too. So, but it's a really hard-working moisturizer specifically for the mature skin. Any questions?
I have a question.
Yes.
I bought also, I think it's a serum. It's in my medicine cabinet. It's a peptide.
Mm-hmm.
prep.
Oh.
I wasn't
Yes.
clear on whether I use that first and then use this cream.
Yes.
Because I bought the two without really knowing what I was buying. Just anti-aging. It was like, okay, let me buy it all. So anyhow, I'm not clear on that.
Okay, that's another one of my favorites. That's a serum, facial peptide facial skin prep.
Yes.
Sure, I have something around here. Carrie, do you have it right there? I'm gonna look for it in the catalog. Yeah.
What does that do?
Facial skin prep.
Okay.
This one. Sorry, I don't have it right in front of me, but what that does, it does have some peptides in it. You would use it first because anything that's light, like a serum, you always use that first. And that's a serum gel, if you will. So it has not as many peptides, and I think it's a different peptide. I'd have to look at the ingredient listing. I can tell you in a sec. But what I like about the facial skin prep is that it contains seaweed and other marine extracts that contain minerals and trace minerals that stimulate your skin and make it ready for whatever you're going to put on top. That makes sense? So you would use this first. Prep is in the word. And then your multi-peptide.
Okay, that works.
I'm just looking to see what the peptides are in this. Oh, okay, hexapeptide 3. So it's got matrixyl in it, and yeah, so it has one peptide in it, maybe more. I'm reading very quickly, but not as nearly as complex as the cream.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Okay, so that would be the difference in the peptides in this would make it different than the skin energizing gel then.
The skin energizing gel.
Yeah, it used to be acceleration gel.
Do you have that? That's not a familiar one to me.
Number 330.
Yeah, number 330.
She goes by numbers, I go by names.
Oh,
Yeah, acceleration gel. It used to be acceleration gel, but now it's called skin energizing gel.
yes.
And
Let
it
me
says
look
it,
at that.
yeah, it's supposed to act as a catalyst, applying it before night creams, and you see improved results. It says it boosts the effectiveness of products layered over it, as does the skin prep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So the skin prep, the peptide facial skin prep has hyaluronic acid serum in it,
Okay.
as opposed to the skin energizing gel. That one does not have hyaluronic acid serum in it. So you get a little bit more benefit from the skin prep. The skin energizing gel is just the Hawaiian sea plant extract. And yeah, it's just straight the sea plant extract.
Oh, gotcha.
So you're getting
Okay.
a little more benefit from the skin prep.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Originally, we were supposed to be doing the collagen serum. When would that be applied? Because I have it here, I have it purchased.
Okay. Oh, good question. I should have addressed that. Most serums are applied before a moisturizer.
Okay.
But if you want to use the hyaluronic acid serum and the collagen serum, what I do is break it up day and night. So I'll put the hyaluronic acid. I want to make sure I'm locking in my moisture for the day, and collagen at night when my body's at rest can better receive, you know, the extra help that it's giving me.
So you never use them together? You don't use them together?
You can.
I think I was doing that, and I was getting itchy all over the place. I think I overdid it.
Yeah, that sounds like, yeah, and it usually, and it's hard with those two to use them together to know which one's first. I would do the hyaluronic acid first, I think.
That's what I did.
Yeah, and then collagen, because they're the same consistency. Usually you put the lightest to heaviest, but they're the same. So
Okay, thank you.
spread the wealth throughout the day. Okay. Any other questions?
I have one.
Yeah.
Are you suggesting to spot use the multi-peptide complex in like the nasolabial fold and the eyes and the jaw areas, or all over?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, Morgan. You can do that. You can, I think that's how it was originally, my understanding was that's how it was originally recommended. Just use it exactly where you want it, like along the jawline and along here, and then fill in with another moisturizer. But personally, I want peptides all over, so there's nothing saying that you can't use it all over. But it was originally, I think, recommended that way. Steven Strassler, our founder, was an esthetician. So part of what his mission and goal in developing this brand was bringing all those great ingredients from, you know, the estheticians use back in the salon into the mass. Right. So I think there were things that were followed by esthetician protocol in the beginning. So that would.
Sorry. And then if you were to use it all over, would that be your final layer of lotion?
I know. I'm getting confused with the step program now. There's so many. Which one is first, like cleanser? I'm sorry to interrupt. Yes. Yeah, go ahead.
To answer Morgan, yes, this would be the last moisturizer you would use. And again, I would probably use this at night when my skin isn't being interrupted by environmental stress. Just going to sleep, go to work, restore my skin.
On top of the collagen.
On top of the collagen. Or any of the serums of your choice, but again, collagen, again, I like to use that at night.
And I'll add too, if you do want to use the multi-peptide complex during the day, I would recommend putting the sun protective moisturizer over the top before walking out the door, because that's going to help protect you from the UV damage. You know, so you can do one, and it's very lightweight sunscreen. Yeah. So
yeah,
if you wanted to do that, you can.
Yeah. If you don't have it in your foundation or anything else, yeah. If you don't wear that, yeah, you want protection. Okay. Knowing, Melba, for you that you use 10% glycolic cream at night, you can either use the complex during the day, the peptide complex during the day, as Carrie's suggesting, or you can alternate.
Okay. So is that after the serum?
Yes.
This
moisturizer.
Okay, so serum, moisturizer, and this one, or serum and this one, multi-peptide complex. After serum?
After serum.
Okay. All right.
Serums are always first. Serums are really deliver concentrated amounts of specific ingredients. So they should be first. And then moisturizers do more and have more ingredients in them. So maybe think of it that way, like you want your concentration first.
Okay.
One more thing, Carrie, your sun protective moisturizer, that's this one?
Yes, correct.
Thank you.
And it is lightweight, you're right.
Yeah, and it doesn't leave that white layer. It goes on transparent. It's a great product. I even use it on my chest and my shoulders when I garden.
Good idea. Yes, Loretta. I think you're right. Yeah.
I asked before about the peptide facial skin prep,
Yes.
but I also have advanced peptide plus.
Oh.
In all of the 3 peptides, I'm a little first, second, third, or, how do I put it all together?
Yeah. Yeah. Good question. Yeah. They all came at it. Yeah.
Can you take this call from Andrew?
All right. So what you're referring to, I have to get all my products on my desk. Okay.
Nancy, I have one.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
The
Advanced
Peptide Plus.
That's it.
Plus. Yeah. That, still use that on top of the prep.
Oh, okay.
But in place of the multi-peptide complex. So you're gonna have to make a choice, Loretta.
Oh, okay. One or the other.
I think so, because I think it's lighter weight. It has some of the peptides. I don't think it's as complex as the cream is. Carrie's doing an analysis right now. Thank you. When you come out with products, particularly for an anti-aging mature skin, you want a lot of choices in there. You want to make people feel comfortable with absorption, with formula, like how heavy or light it is. So we were just trying to give everybody a...
Yeah, and this really will exist too if you're not using the multi-peptide complex. You can get all of those great firming ingredients, in conjunction with whatever you're laying on top.
Oh,
It does have all 4?
No, it doesn't have them in there, but it has other beneficial peptides. There's even the collagen and hyaluronic acids in it. There's soy peptide.
Oh, you know what we did? I think, just glancing at this, what we did was add antioxidants, more antioxidants.
And
Like
DMAE.
alpha-lipoic acid, vitamin C, DMAE is a firmer, which we're going to talk about with the eye product. So, you might want to do a day and night, Loretta.
that's what I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably the skin prep would be better at night, and then
The prep is both day and night. Prep is both day and night. You want to stimulate with those seaweed. You want to make sure those minerals are just stimulating the skin.
Okay.
So prep is prep, day or night. And then you can use the Advanced Peptide Plus. It's lighter weight. You might want to use that during the day.
Okay.
And use the cream at night.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
Vic,
Yes. Oh, I thought you were talking to me.
sorry.
Ready.
What's
Yes.
going on over there?
Okay. Any other questions? These are good questions. We have a lot of products, so there is overlap a little bit too.
Can I ask about something we're not talking about today? Is that all right?
Yes.
It is. Okay, the intercell hyaluronic acid that's supposed to be used at night is a night gel and suggested as a winter product.
If you're in a climate that changes seasons, I'm in Southern California, we're always hot. But,
Okay.
but having grown up in New York, I know what you mean. So
Okay.
yes, that's part of our hydrating collection. And if you're prone to dryness, that's a great nighttime moisturizer.
Gel. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure. Okay, ready to move on? We're going to talk about the eyes next. Everybody have this?
Can I ask
I
last
love
one?
that product.
Last question.
Yes.
I have that.
Let me hold on to your question. Let me just talk about this product,
Okay.
and then we'll
Sure.
take more questions. Okay.
Okay.
So the firming eye serum, when I think about eyes, people I always like to ask them, what concerns you most about your eye area? So I can understand, because we do at Reviva have a number of different products for the eyes. And this is for the person that answers, I'm worried, I would like something that moisturizes, that takes care of dark circles, and my fine lines. So basically they want an all-in-one, and that's what this product is. Okay. It firms using DMAE, which is an ingredient that does help to firm fine lines. It uses some peptides. So as we know now, peptides are a great support and strengthener for the eye area. helps to smooth and strengthen that whole area. And works on under eye darkness too. If you are prone to dark circles, this has 2 different ingredients in it that help to stimulate this area, because a lot of times dark circles are caused by just the remnants of bilirubin or blood that was sent to that area, but the little capillaries can't contain it all, so sometimes they just burst. But these 2 ingredients are specifically designed to help that work on those remnants. And antioxidants, so good for daytime, nighttime, and it locks in moisture with sunflower seed oil and aloe vera. So it's really gentle, emollient. You don't need much. You know, well, actually, I put it on the wrong finger. You all know you're supposed to do it with your middle finger. Because of the
This can go on morning and at night, you said?
Yep. Yep. And again, if you're looking for an all-in-one, something that really goes to work on all different aspects of challenges with the eyes, we have another one that's developed for dark circles specifically. Oh, I'm puffy this morning. Good Lord. Now I'm doing my ring finger to make it even more gentle application. You can put it up here on the bone, but not right on the lid. The lid is very thin, and it's just not a good idea to put any product there.
Right.
Okay. Oh, you have that coolness. That's great.
Yeah.
Right? I love that. Okay. Oh, now I can see. Okay. And that's it. You know, it's an all-in-one, as I call it. Questions?
Yes.
Yes, Loretta.
I have another product. I think it's called Eye Gel.
Yes. That's in our restoring
Yeah, I'm
category.
not sure what that
Oh,
does.
is it spelled G-E-L-E-E?
I think so.
Yeah, the I-L-E. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Concentrate. Yes.
Okay.
That everything in the revitalizing collection. This. Let's see what my notes there. It's really for people who love natural ingredients. I always think that's the way I sort of look at it. A lot of vegetable fruit extracts, coconut oil, very, very, very moisturizing. So some people are specifically looking for something that has a lot of botanicals in it for use around the eyes. So that would be the distinction. It doesn't have a lot of what I call the bells and whistles that our firming eye serum has.
Okay.
Firming eye serum has direct ingredients that attack, like firming, or are there to strengthen. This is a nice, lightweight concentrate for the eyes.
So what I have under my eyes are probably from allergies, are little puffy bags, and they come and go. And they're not dark circles under my eyes. They're very light. And so I usually have to cover them up a little bit. But what I'm looking for is something that would reduce the puffiness.
I think that's the
Ice.
Eye Complex Firming Cream. That's all about taking it says it right there in the copy. Takes care of we hate this word, but it's bags.
Yeah.
Under the eyes. Yeah. Yeah. Again, it does it with St. John's wort, arnica, witch hazel, horse chestnut, all sorts of things that are natural and go to work on that area for heaviness under the eyes.
And that's this firming eye.
No, that you asked me for an alternative, and it's the Eye Complex Firming Cream. It's under the Revitalizing Collection. If I understood you correctly, that I thought you were asking me what else do we have?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, that would be it. Okay, any other questions on the eye area?
I
Yes.
have this product. It's called Alpha Lipoic Acid Vitamin C Ester DMAE Cream. And I use that at night.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes during the day. I think this was making me itch as well. I was putting so much stuff on that I was using it too much, I think.
Oh, you got to go one at a time. If you're having reactions, go one at a time for a little while. And again,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
That's a
and
great
this
cream.
And this should be as a moisturizer?
Mhm.
Is cream a word for moisturizer?
Yes.
And this I can use after all my serums. I can use it day or night.
Correct. It's specifically designed for firming. So if that's
Okay.
your concern or challenge, that's what that one's for.
Okay.
We'll cover that in another Zoom, but yes.
All right.
Yes.
I was just curious.
Oh, no,
Thank-
no, I'm
thank
glad you asked now. Yeah. Okay, hydrating mask. Everybody have
Okay.
this? You do have
Okay.
that, right?
Yes.
Now I'm all like worried. Okay. Okay. Again, this is one of my favorites. Hydrating mask is just that. It's when you are a little troubled or challenged with just wanting a little bit more moisture in your skin, you know, whether it's being hot and dry as I am here in Southern California, or you're changing the seasons now across the country. So your skin is probably adapting a little bit, changing a little bit. This is a great mask to do. You can do it 2 to 3 times a week. It's very gentle. It combines clays, bentonite, with seaweed and some hydrating ingredients. So basically it's about hydrating and calming your skin. And what I like about it, it feels just slightly cool also as it's drying on your skin. So you put a good layer. It's slightly gray. That's the clay in the product that's there to purify the skin, draw out impurities somewhat. You leave it on 5-10 minutes. I don't find that this ever gets super hard on my skin at all. It's got too much moisturizing ingredients in it. But then once you wipe it off, you clearly feel and see the hydration that it added to the skin. This is one of my favorites. I can leave it on for a little while, see what happens.
When do you use that? Like what time of day? Night?
Yes, yes, I do. Yeah. I mean, you can do a day or a night, but I just feel at the end of the night, it's a nice treat for yourself, just a little me time. You put this on, leave it on, watch a show on Netflix, and then you come back and take it off. So,
Perfect.
Yeah. And again, when you're experiencing dryness or dehydration, you can always see dehydration if you lift up your skin like that. If you see like little ripples, that sometimes you're just a temporary dehydration, and that's what this helps with. Or if you're dry skin too. Any other questions?
Just getting old.
Oh boy, tell me about it.
Oh boy.
It's a new thing every day.
I have a question about all these products. They all come in such small volume. Like I find like I can go through these things pretty quickly. And then sometimes when I'm pumping, it leaves so much at the base of the container, you know, and I'm banging it out like this.
Oh.
Do you find that anybody else? No?
Carrie, you're a little bit more involved in the packaging. It is, first of all, I think, well, sorry, I just asked you to comment, but I'm going to comment, and then Carrie, if you want to add anything. I think protecting the ingredients, some of them are active, so you want to make sure that they don't get too oxidized. So pumps and being in glass is the way to go. So it's a fine line we have to sort of play with here on what's the best for containment and what's the best for you, the customer. I generally just to take the whole thing off at the end. And
and then use it like that. Yes, I agree.
Yeah. And, you know, honestly, sometimes we want to make sure that the cost, that we're not going over a certain cost. And if we create, especially in these guys, you know, it becomes a little bit more prohibitive for people. So the size, the price, you know, the quality of, we just really did a whole change into this type of frosted bottle. It all goes into the hopper.
And also, a bottle should last about a month, give or take, depending on your usage. So if it lasted any longer than that, then, you know, things can sit around and maybe start to not hold up so well if they're just sitting around because you're taking too long to use them. So about a month for each product, right, Nancy? You would say?
Yeah. Certainly on the serums, I think creams last a little bit longer. And I will say, didn't we, if I'm correct, Carrie, we just increased the amount of creams that we give in the moisturizer? The volume from 1.5 to 2 ounces now.
Yep, now they're 2 ounces.
We didn't change the price.
Yeah.
We just felt it was a better value for the customer. So, yes, Loretta?
Question. I also have the apple stem cell serum, and I'm not clear when to use that now with all of the other peptides. So
I'm so happy that you love our products. You
I
have a
do.
lot of them. But it is a little challenging to know when to use what when.
Exactly.
These stems, I like that one. I will alternate. I usually use that during the day. So sometimes I will use hyaluronic acid and then my Swiss apple stem, because I just want that stimulation that the apple enzyme gives. It's really a choice. You know, if you read the description of what it does for you, like, do you want that to happen, or you need extra moisture from hyaluronic acid? It's interchangeable to a degree.
Okay. And I have one more question about all of these products and using a sunscreen. Are any of these products problematic in wearing them without a sunscreen? I mean, do any of them make your skin more susceptible?
Oh,
to sunburn?
sensitive? Yes, great question. So Melba, my 10% glycolic cream fan, you and me both.
Yep.
You have to make sure you wear sunscreen the next day.
Yep.
Because you're
Mhm.
really working within the skin to bring out the freshest skin cells when using that product, and you're leaving your skin exposed to damage if you don't protect it. So anything with glycolic acid in it, you
Okay.
want to make sure.
Mhm. Okay, thank you.
Questions? Any other questions? Oh, my nose. Yeah, fans here. How long have you
Yeah.
so are some of you new to Reviva, or are other of you have been using for, sounds like some of you have been using for years.
Oh my God, I'm 65 and I started using Reviva when I was 19.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Right in the beginning, when the health food stores, this was almost one of the only
Wow.
natural
Yeah.
skincare products out there. And I love it.
I started about 4 years ago.
I just started.
How did you hear about us too? I'm curious about that. To get through all the clutter, you know?
I heard from a very good friend of mine, is director at Lord & Taylor's Beauty and Perfume.
Wow.
And all the people that she's spoken to, she told me about all these additions to use, that they're in a lot of expensive moisturizers and things like that. So she said, when you break them down like this is how you would use them. So that's when I started. And I only used 3 products. Those 3 was the hyaluronic and the collagen and this one, the DMAE. Those are the 3 she told me.
Yeah, DMAE is a big one, and alpha lipoic acid is a big one in the industry in its total. That's really interesting. That's funny because I come also from the department store end. I was in the education and training department for one of the Estee Lauder brands for like 15 years. And then so when I came here, I was so excited to see so many of the ingredients, as you're saying, as the Lord & Taylor
Right.
that. I'm like, wait a minute, we charge so much more for this. And here it is, accessible at the stores. And I know, Pat, you've been in the industry for over 38 years. She's telling us, she doesn't have the audio, in a natural food store. And that's where you can find us. We're not in Lord & Taylor. That's amazing that she's found us there. Yeah.
Well, she found out through different educational things what was encompassed in these high-end products, and then she found them at GNC.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting.
Is that where everybody gets theirs? Because I usually order them online.
Yeah, where do people shop for?
Sprouts.
Online.
Sprouts.
Vitamin Shop,
Mm-hmm.
but now online now.
Yeah.
Online.
And
yeah.
online.
From your website now.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, what we're hoping, I mean, Sprouts, Vitamin Shop, they're all open. So, and again, we're going to send a coupon. So we like to
Perfect.
we'd like to support our
Mhm.
retail partners after all this time, or independent stores, like other people. You know, there's a lot of independent stores that were signed on early to us. I mean, we're from 1972, 73 is when we started. So
Yeah.
They were
Amazon a safe place to purchase your products? I know sometimes you buy stuff on there,
Yes.
it's not real.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Amazon, I don't know. Heard a lot of reviews about that they're not real.
Fake stuff, yeah.
We're with a number. I mean, Carrie can speak a little bit more to that, where we are, but it's nice to support, the indies, and it's nice to support, I like Sprouts, because Sprouts is a natural food store that's here in, well, it's actually all across the United States now.
Yeah.
It started in Arizona, but so I was just there yesterday. checking
Yes,
that out.
as far as Amazon goes, really, we'll get a lot of complaints that somebody ordered something from an Amazon reseller and they weren't so reputable. So maybe there was an error with shipping, like things show up broken. We also underwent several versions of packaging, for over the last 4 years. Our packaging has changed slightly, like as far as the label goes and the box. So people will think they're getting a counterfeit product. If one time they get the product, it's in a brighter box than the next time or something like that. But really, we haven't found any counterfeit product out there. It's just a matter of what's floating around. But again, with Amazon, like, it's almost impossible to return something to these people, if you don't get what you want, or even just to get a refund. So that's why we're really trying to support like all of our other vendors like iHerb and Vitamin Shop, Sprouts.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So just to share, I found glycolic acid 10% at a natural food store about 20 years ago in St. Paul, Minnesota, and have been ordering directly from you since, because in Portland, Oregon, where I live, the only thing I can find in the stores is the vitamin E stick, which I do love. But the glycolic acid question is, would you recommend, what are your thoughts on using that on your neck and décolletage? And if not to use that, what products would you recommend?
Oh, no, you can bring it right down to your neck. I would absolutely do that, and your décolletage down here. But if you're going to do that, make sure you protect it.
Right.
Use sunscreen all over. But yeah, you can. The other place that you would want to just stay away from, just go to your orbital bone. Don't go further than the bone here. You don't want to get that in your eye area. That would be my only restriction.
Thank you.
Yeah, glad you like it.
How
Yeah,
much?
I love that product. Yes.
I love it. How much do you use? Like, is it that, and then just how much glycolic acid do you use? Like, is it pea size?
For the cream, I would say about, a pea size, pearl size, just, on each,
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, and just make sure. And bring, and as.
And then in here?
Yeah, as Morgan's suggesting, bring it all the way down into your neck and into your décolletage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
I like the cleanser and the toner too in that collection, that because that's
Really?
5% and 4% respectively, or I think.
Yeah, I love
you're
the
getting
cleanser.
a little bit, you're getting a
I
little
love
bit of
it.
that action going in your cleansing routine, and then I use a
Okay.
serum, and then I use the 10%.
Oh, okay. Well, if I am using the glycolic cleanser now, and then I haven't used any of the glycolic acid creams yet, I should start with the 5%, I guess, huh?
If you can find it, we have, I hope, Carrie, I can say this, but we've discontinued the 5%.
Yeah, just recently, because our 10% formula is it's gentle enough where it's not you don't need the 5% anymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You won't get that strong tingling feeling anymore from this, from the 10%. So as Carrie's suggesting, it's gentle enough, and we feel like, go ahead, start with the 5%.
Oh, thank you.
And if you want, go every other night at first, just to make sure your skin can acclimate to it.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, Loretta.
I have a question. I've been looking through the book that you sent, and there's a lot in here, and I wanted to start using a skin cleanser and then maybe a very light toner afterwards before I start getting into my serums, but I'm not sure what to get out of the book. So
Again, the glycolic Especially since you already have a lot of the anti-aging collection with the prep and the peptide products. I would recommend using the cleanser and toner from the glycolic acid.
And do
Yeah.
you know what number that is?
It's on page 12.
184 and 185.
Yeah.
On
Yes.
page 12?
Yes, it's on page 12. Yes.
Here they are. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Great, thank you.
I would use those.
I have a question, Nancy.
Yes.
And I'm talking about the brighteners and vitamin C, because I noticed, like, because I go in the sun and I do have a few little spots. Can I use vitamin C and will those lighten them? A serum?
Yes. We have dual source C serum found in our anti-aging collection. It uses 2 different sources of vitamin C to work on brightening and lightening the area.
on. I don't see that.
It's
What's
in a
it called?
dark bottle. It's on the anti-aging collection on page.
Oh, anti-aging.
Oh, dual source vitamin C. Oh.
Yeah.
What page? I'm sorry. Can you do that one more time to me?
13. Page 13.
13?
Oh. So you don't recommend just using vitamin C serum?
I do recommend using vitamin C serum.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I do. Especially if I'm like, I don't. No, I do.
I see, but it's a dual source. Okay.
So it's 2 sources because it's just better absorbed, and they both go to work in different ways. So you get a better result using 2 sources. Yeah. So that will go to work on some of the dark spots. But I would also recommend, I think you can get great results from page 19, dark spot brightening serum.
That's what I was looking at.
Yeah.
So,
No, it's really, take your choice. Like some people may not like kojic acid. So, or no, actually it just doesn't even. This uses alpha arbutin, which is bearberry extract. They just work in different ways on your skin.
again, application, when do you use these?
Personally, anything that's really going to go to work for my skin on a specific concern, I use at night.
Okay. All right, that makes sense.
When my body is restoring itself generally, and as the largest organ, that's working to restore itself, and I don't have to worry about sun.
Yeah, that's what I was going to add. The dark spot brightening serum does have glycolic acid and kojic acid in it now. So you're going to want to make sure to put the sun protective moisturizer over top.
Right, yes, it is kojic
If you use it during the day, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Kojic acid, alpha arbutin, those are commonly used brighteners for the skin.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
And you'll see it'll come in different packaging when you're in the store. It's going to come in a box now like this. The serum, the catalog you have, it has images of our older packaging.
Okay.
So you'll get a
on.
bottle like this.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Can I ask a question?
it looks like this.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yes, Loretta?
I have other things on my cheeks. There's kind of scarring, not deep scarring from acne, but from just other years of picking and digging things. So what can I use to kind of get it all, I don't know, smoothed out to take care of some of the brown little spots, little scars and things to kind of make it smooth?
I would recommend 2 things. This what we were just talking about, this dark spot brightening serum.
Yeah.
I would use that, and I know your next question is when. So you'll have to make a choice.
Yeah.
But I would use this at night, maybe instead of the prep.
Okay.
And I would recommend using one of our masks more regularly.
Okay, and how often do we rotate each one of these? Like, use the peptides for 2-3 nights to get a good absorption and a good result, and then switch over to something else that might work on some other problem or issue that we have?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
You can do that, you know, every few nights, or maybe use one for 2 weeks, another for 2 weeks. People do that. I'm not sure what Nancy thinks about that. That's just what I've heard feedback wise from people.
I do alternate, and it's just
And
hard.
seasonally it'll change too.
Yes, seasonally it depends on what's happening to my skin. But the things that I'm most concerned about is keeping my skin looking its brightest. So that's why I defer always to like folic acids, to the brightening serums with Kojic. At nighttime and at daytime, I tend to go for more things that are going to, I think we were mentioning before, the alpha lipoic DMA. You know, for me, I like a lot of antioxidants and protection in my skin during the day.
Okay.
So it really is, it gets personal. So you have to figure out what you want to post, you know, most from your skincare, and we have it. But
There's a lot to learn.
yeah, but I think, you know, seasonally, when I did live in New York, I did change my skincare seasonally.
Okay.
So sometimes that helped. The other product I'd like to recommend for you, Loretta, is the Light Skin Heal Exfoliant. That mask in particular, it's got physical exfoliators that will help also smooth your skin.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we talked about that in the last demo, but I'm not sure. Between demos and webinars, I get confused. So, okay, any other questions? This is great. I love this.
Yeah, this was a good round.
I do. I miss people, you know, and skincare and being in the stores and just, you know, you get so much information as a brand to how your customers are feeling, what they're using, what they like, what they don't like. It's really valuable.
And before we lose more people, because I know some people have to get back to work, keep an eye out. We are going to send an email invite out to a trivia night we'll be hosting.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have more information right now, but it's going to be coming up, I think, the first week or two in October. We're going to have a trivia night. Or it's just for 1 hour, and there's going to be prizes given out. So keep an eye out in your inbox for that.
Trivia about what? What's a topic? Skincare?
Yeah, skincare in general trivia.
Okay.
So it'll be fun.
And again, we're looking ways for connection, you know, as we all are. So,
yeah.
And we're a little family-owned brand, so we're really, you know, we can do that sort of stuff. Yes, one final question, Melba. You get the last.
Yes. Oh, thank you. What do you think about lines in here? You know, I have this like, you know, like
the deep thinker line.
because we talk about this, and then what about here?
Yeah.
So what do you? I mean, you know, it's just besides Botox. I don't like Botox. Besides,
that's where your multi-peptide complex will go to work. It'll help to support that, you know, and lessen it over time, lessen the appearance.
Okay.
Yeah, I would use the that you just got today. Yep. And also,
and then how long
up there too?
Say that again.
Put your 10% glycolic up there too.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. So peptide and then the 10%. Is that right?
Oh, no,
or 10%.
Peptide during the day and then 10%.
Okay. And these vials that we have, how long is this good for since they're not in their original packaging? Because they're, you know what I'm saying? Can we still use this? These vials? I mean, this thing that we have.
Those up, and it depends on how long they'll last. Because sometimes they're serums and sometimes they're creams. Like the creams use up faster.
Okay. But this is still good for a week, a month, maybe?
Oh, yeah. I would say the next couple weeks, you know, you'll use that up pretty quick.
Yeah, the eye serum especially?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And, okay. All right.
Yeah.
So that's all I have.
Next time we'll get 4 more. You know, we'll just keep trying more products. Getting more information.
I like this.
Okay. Oh,
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Good. I'm really glad. It really you know, warms my heart. Like I said, I'm a trainer at heart, and that means interacting with people. So I appreciate your time and your interest and your
Oh.
support after all these years. So thanks, guys, and see you next
Thank
month.
you, Nancy.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you so
you.
much.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Appreciate it. Thank
Thank
you.
Bye from New
you.
York.
Okay. Okay. Bye from Michigan.
Bye from
Oh,
Houston.
we can do that next time. Find out where everybody's from. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Take care.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you next time.
See you next time.